Hello, guys. We're going to do a pantomime stream today. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to use hand motions. Oh, what's going on, guys? Charles, numero uno today. Walrus, you got a podium finish, man. Welcome in, you, Wolverine. Warlock, how are you, man? Travis, how are you, man? Welcome in, everyone. Nick, how are you, man? How goes it, everybody? Happy Monday. Widow, I see you over on Twitch as well. Welcome in, my friend. Man, I really hope the community punches through. We are a little behind schedule. The unit thing should help, though. I know a lot of people waiting to splurge when the unit bundles are increased. So hopefully that is enough. You got tier 4 alpha in your overflow? Dude, I don't even know what I probably have some. Nope, I don't. I do have some actually. Yep. Just one though. Which will be gone like soon-ish, I'm sure. Anyway, I hope you guys all had a great weekend, man. Hope you all had a good weekend. Oh my gosh. Tell you what, man, I am pretty excited for this new key. Hopefully we can get something good from the box. Everybody chill until cells drop. 100%. The banquet for me, Vernon, went pretty well. I'm pretty satisfied with how it went for me. What's up, Samir? How are you, man? According to forums number guy, we're actually a little ahead of last year's pace. That actually surprises me a little bit. That's good to hear, though. Barely beat the Raiders. Yeah, dude. There are a lot of weird games on Sunday. None of them... Or not none of them, but a lot of them I didn't see going the way they did. Abyss, you gotta stay up to date on the comics so you can be our resident lore guy. You predict I get Nimrod from the box? I already got Nimrod. Charles, remember? I got Nimrod and Jane Foster. Still no Hulkling and your mouth is currently on fire? Well, why don't you put it out? My mouth is on fire when I eat anything remotely spicy. Did I understand the Dolphins were going to get blown out? I didn't really think they'd win. I think I took them in some pick'ems, though, just for fun. I thought it could potentially be closer than it was, but they don't really have anything to play for at this point, and their quarterback got benched, so I definitely didn't expect fireworks. We'll leave it at that. Do I think the community will pull through? Probably, Samuel. If they don't, I think Kabam will pull through. I think there's certainly probably times where they fudge the numbers just so we can hit the milestones. At the very least, we'll get the selector, I think. In that case, okay. An X-23 could be. It could happen. I think it'll be probably Valkyrie. That's my prediction. We'll probably go crack that open once I get this solo raid done. I'm not going to put you guys through all of them, but I do need to do at least one right now because I am kind of backed up in them. Have a little too many. Yeah, seeing the Cowboys not in the playoffs is a little bit surprising. They looked like they would make it there for a minute. But this NFL postseason is going to be interesting, man. A lot of big names will be missing this year. It seems a lot of people now think the Patriots are like actually legit now that they beat the Ravens. But the Ravens have been awful this year, so I still don't really think I buy the Patriots. Not quite yet. The Broncos are still who I thought they were, though. Which is also another overrated team. You got Valkyrie? Nice, Samuel. Want to try and get her awakened. Alright, that's gonna KO, I think. Yep. Somebody new's going to win? I know. Dude, it could be the Jaguars, man. The Jaguars are having like the most low-key best season in a long time. Okie dokie. Let's claim you. Let me just check. 15. Okay, I think we're gonna wait to do EQ until Banquet's like actually over. Maybe. We'll see. Might play it tomorrow. Who knows? Okay. Claimed all these. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. So that's the box we have that we're looking at. We already have Hulkling, remember. So we are looking for Valkyrie, Wolverine, or Scorpion. 50% extra units are going to be tough to pass on. I think that's how it will be for a lot of people. If I get Scorpion, I can stop chasing Pig. Yeah. I mean, I got Spider-Woman. That does make me, like, not want to chase him as hard, you know? I can get a Banquet Crystal. I'm going to do that. Haven't maxed out the Alliance milestones? That's rough. That's rough. Alright. Well, let's see what it's gonna be. It's a Hulkling dupe. Alright. Well, that's probably the worst of the four, but he is good awakened, so it's not... It's like... it's not too bad. I'm not super upset by that. Then I can save an awakening gem and use it on somebody else. So I'm not upset. That's not ideal, though. Spicy pickle? Widow, that's interesting. Alright, we're gonna spin these. We only have 4. We'll make it fun. He is good awakened. He needs it. I wouldn't say he needs it. It does help him a lot, though. It is certainly like one of the better awakening abilities in the game. Oh, a Jubilant. That's cool. Dang, that's actually really good luck. That wasn't pity either. It does help his damage. And then nothing. It's so weird getting a crystal from a crystal, you know? You called one Jubilant, Warlock. I'll take it. I'll take it. We got some gold and SIGs. Rip. Alright, last one. From the Jubilant, you predict Punisher? If it's Punisher, Charles, I'll mod you. How's that? Had a Jubilant, give me another Jubilant. Alright, let's get it. Yeah, it's like I was in a very chill alliance like that. That's my ideal alliance. But I wanted to make sure I'd hit milestones for Banquet, so I jumped ship a few months back. Alrighty. Well, I mean, we got a Jubilant. We can't be mad about that. Let's go rip that open, shall we? Where is that? That's in the special tab, right? It is. Alright, here we go. My prediction on this is it's going to be a 7-star Nexus crystal. Fine with being a good friend. Okay, we'll mod someone else. Reliver, what's up, man? It's gonna be a champion selector. I would go for that. Kittle touchdown. Good, as long as it's. Oh wow! The champions. What? Good call on the selector, gentlemen. What? Oh my gosh! Really? Okay. Well, It's not the it's a selector, but yeah. The trophy champ selector I'm super down with though. Oh my gosh, I want Jessica Jones and Weapon Flex. No, what do I do? I don't know. Just so you can take Thanos. Reliver, I wish Thanos was so much better from this. We could get the Thanos dupe. The Kang dupe. That would be a power move. I like Weapon Flex a lot, dude. I don't know. It's between... Dude, I can't choose. I'm seeing a lot of Weapon Flex. But then I'm also seeing a lot of Jessica Jones. Oh. Yeah, I like Thanos with his sword. Reliver, that would be cool. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do. This is like the hardest. I do like me some Jessica Jones, but I also like me some Weapon Flex. It's literally between, like... You're saying Jessica's used more than Weapon X? What's up, Needles? How are you, man? He called it so you should get first pick. Flip a canoe? That's smart. That is a good point, Samir. There are a lot of good mutants out there. Yeah, no worries, Reliver. Can you do a wheel spin? A wheel spin for what? Your vote's Thanos. I already have Thanos, Reliver, so that's not even in the question. I'm trying to think about this. Like, okay, hear me out. You guys are saying Weapon X is good on attack and defense. Okay. But, like, I just don't know that I would actually use him in either of those scenarios. Like, you put him on defense, I mean, there's plenty of great tech champions that would just dumpster him anyway, you know? So, like, I don't know. Because, like, now we have Nimrod, who is, like, even better against Weapon X. We have Sentinel in there. Like, there's just good tech champions now, you know? And then, like, as far as offense goes, I just don't know that I'd use him. I mean, I don't know how I'd use either of them, so at the end of the day, I don't know that it matters. Thanos dupe is better than both. We could get a King dupe, too. You get King or Thanos. I'm pretty sure I have both of them. Yeah. Or we just take OG Vision, then we don't have to, like, decide. Yeah, like I was saying to Walrus, at the end of the day, I just don't think it matters. I don't know that I'd use either. Take Vision. Yeah, Nick, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people doing Valkyrie, or like using Valk, though. I think... Thinking about it, okay, here's my reasoning. I really don't think I'll use either champion. But the coolness factor of Weapon X is there. And I like him. I just think he's cooler. All right, so he's getting picked because he's a cooler champion. That is my final decision. I have thought Weapon X was cool for a long time. So, based on coolness alone, we're taking Weapon Flex. All right? Ugh. Jessica Jones is fun, you know, but there is a degree of randomness to her a little bit. Crazy not using Weapon X, but Fire Pick, thank you. Aura rank up? Yeah, probably. He's called Weapon Flex for a reason. Okay, that being said, we do have some 7-star basics now. Man, I didn't know I had this much stuff to open, but I guess I do. Ooh, we have an Awakening gem too. Let's rip that. I'm going to say Cosmic. Or if we get Mutant Weapon X. Oh, it's fate. It's fate. I don't know what his Awaken ability does, but I feel like we got to do it. Okay, let's open these basics, though. Everybody get your guesses in. Which one do you think is going to be in my final 7-star basic crystal? If you get it correct, you do get a nice crisp high five, so it's worth guessing. Especially if you're a lurker. Just come out of the woodworks, slap in a War Machine guess. Who knows? Could be right. Spider-Ham. This could be Spider-Ham, finally. To be credit, Weapon X can't beat your opponent with a sync. That's fair. You gotta pull the sync, though, first, Abyss. Today's the day. It would be, though, right? Like, after we had a pop-off Banquet opening where we got Spider-Woman and took her to rank 4, it would be the day we get Ham, right? It has to be. It has to be. Has to be. Man, I can't believe we opened one Jubilant today and got Weapon Flex. That's crazy. Today's the day. The sun is shining. The tank is clean. All right. I'm going to spin this first one. You guys keep getting those guesses in. I think this one is going to be Ant-Man. Ooh, Carnage from the first one. I'd take that. You got Onslaught? Nice pull, Reliver. Jeez. All right, number 1 is a destroyer dupe. Is that first? That might be first time. It is. Okay, I'll take it. First time stars. War Machine it is. All right, here we go, guys. I don't mind Destroyer. He's good on defense if I ever did rank him up. All right, is this going to be the piggy, dude? Is it going to be the piggy? Dude, I swear I'll be so mad after we just ranked up Spider-Woman. I mean, we would have ranked her up over him anyway, but still. Just on principle. It's Omega Sentinel Trust? We'll see. Could not have been more wrong. It is Arnim Zola. Not a good pick. Not a good pick. Oh, nobody gets Zola. GG. Try again next time, gentlemen. All right. Well, we got... those were okay, I guess. Not great. All right. Before I forget, I need to open you. And then I need to open you. And then we need to open this guy. Wow. Thank you, game. I needed those. All right, let's go level up Weapon Flex real quick. Also, I want to take a look at his SIG ability. Dude, when they announced Weapon X as a trophy champion, I was so upset. Because I knew I was never going to get this guy for so long. Also, look at that hair. It's so long. But like, oh man, he's just cool. He is just cool. I remember when like this guy was kind of leaked. Like, I think his picture was found in game before he came out. And everyone was just wondering when he'd come out. And anyway, okay, let's look at his actual kit though. Okay, Boundless Rage. Berserk Rage's cooldown duration decreases 2 to 7 seconds. I had a that's pretty good. Like, that's a pretty good awaken ability right there. Start each fight with a regen buff, granting health based on the number of rage charges he ended the last fight with. Yeah, those rage charges are they'll like take you by surprise when you're fighting him. Okay, cool. Any fun synergies? Not really. That's probably a good one though. Okay. Not too bad. I don't know if he's worth... Who else would I use an Awakening Gem on? Let's see. I would probably... Man, the only... Ooh, Silver Samurai or Danny Moonstar. I think his only really helps in Battlegrounds, though, right? Yeah. Then he gets crit rating, though. Which is nice, but not necessary. And then Danny's awakened ability makes her counter Nick Fury. Which is it's a pretty good awakened ability. But I don't know that it's enough to awaken her over Weapon X. I could awaken Dust or Havoc too. I just don't use either. This probably makes Dust a lot better. I don't know. I'll think some more on the Awakening Gem. Anyway, the task at hand. Dude, we need to get as many units as we possibly can while Banquet is up. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Still catches players off guard in Battlegrounds, even at 6-star. Yeah, I don't know. He usually doesn't bother me anymore. I've just fought enough. Oh, Silver Samurai Dave was he's cool rank up as well. I just really think he's neat. My like rank ups recently are more focused on just like fun. I've had a lot of like meta rank ups recently. Am I picking any of the deals up tomorrow? Nah, I don't have any money to pick them up with. Even if I did though, I think I've invested enough units. I'll be all right. Congrats on Diamond 2, by the way, Relayer. Sora, there's supposed to be a New Year's arena. I don't remember the exact date for when that starts, though. When did I take rank Silver Samurai to rank 3? When we got the free rank 3 thingy-mabob in the realm milestones. And I just decided to rank up a champ I think is cool. Do it, Abyss. Fight the power. Oh my gosh. Don't be a meta slave. You're definitely getting a few Odins. Best of luck on anybody who's scooping up some unit deals. By the way, if you are a spender at all, I highly recommend it. 50% extra units and unit bundles is like crazy good. I'm not sure, Sora. I'm not sure if it's going to be unit based or like shard based. Who knows what's going to be in there? They haven't really given us that much information on it. And I don't even remember what it was last year. There might be some units. Usually when they have those like special arenas, there's like pretty good goodies in there. If I had to guess, it'll probably just be mostly shards though. Yeah, Coliseum does come back soon. We're gonna be fighting Count Nefaria. Just make sure not to use Count Nefaria for that. How many players have Carnage at rank 4? Dude, honestly, you could probably count them on one hand. Like, that sounds, like, insane, but I really just don't think that's a champion a lot of people have rank 4. Yeah, New Year Arena is 2 stars. So, max them all out, man. If you were here for the MCOC poker, though, you'll be in a good spot. Speaking of which, they said they were going to bring that back sometime soon. And they said they made some changes to it, so I wonder what those are. What's up, Elijah? Samir, grind arena, you can make it, man. You got stealthy yesterday? Nice. I'm still missing a bunch of minion crystals. I honestly don't even know where they are. Probably, Are there any in EQ? Maybe that's where I'm missing them. I don't know. That's the move, Elijah. You're not grinding arena. You value sanity. Dude, just throw the stream on the TV and then hit up some arena. It's not too bad if you have entertainment. But I wouldn't blame you, especially knowing the unit bundle's coming out tomorrow. Yeah, that's usually what I'll do, Elijah. I mean, now I'll pretty much play arena on stream, and that gets me through everything. Before, though, I would just throw on, like, an anime or, like, just any movie or TV show. The accolades rewards? Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't have all those yet. I don't think it's enough to get me him, though. Man, I'm a little bit sad that I didn't get Scorpion. Oh, well. Yeah, the 4-star arena to me is a little bit too boring. I don't usually finish that one all the way. To be fair, though, I do need to work on ranking my 4 stars up a little bit more. I just can't be bothered. I really wish you could switch between ouchie masteries and it didn't cost units. But my roster is big enough. If I had all my champs ranked up, I could just perpetually do the 4-star arena. There's my good old Spider Ham. Rip, dude. Oh, that's true. The Odin does give another key, huh? I'll be a little sad if I miss out on Scorpion, but that's alright. I have a pretty good science roster now with Spider-Woman. Yeah, that's a lot, Mac. I think if you want to max that arena out, though, you definitely have to. Imagine being a giant dragon guy and you're getting beat up by a pig. 7-star rank for Angela? Hey, that comes in handy for a lot of stuff, I bet. It's so painful using Enchantress in Arena. Do I just take the special 3? I'm kind of tempted to. He's just not throwing it. There we go. I probably could have gone for the KO then. Gem will go to Nefaria. You already have rank 4 Hulkling? How you liking him, Elijah? Go, Hulkbuster, go. Whoa, Charles, rooting against me, man? I thought you were on my team, dude. Yeah, definitely, I definitely think Nefaria might be better than Scorpion. Maybe not in the battleground setting, though. You only put hulking on defense. Dude, I would be so down for that. That's Rintra food and a half. That's probably, like, Hulkling and Gore are one of my favorite Rintra fights in the game. Hey, Zemo, how are you, man? I'll be back later if I'm still alive. Alright. Well, thanks for dropping in to say hi. Aw, I thought I'd have a special trip. You still don't know who you're picking? I think I'm pretty much settled on Absorbing Man from the selector. I just can't see a reason to take Kingpin up or like just select him if I have Crossbones. Oh, oof. You don't get the hype behind Kingpin? I think he'll scale pretty good at a 7-star. What's really nice is the like perma regen basically. You know what? Like, should I just go for it all? I think we can do it. Like, Kingpin can be cool. The good thing about Kingpin is, like, I mean, Crossbones, if he shrugs too many things, it kind of, like, works less effectively, whatever that means. There's not really a number value attached to it. Whereas Kingpin's is just a random, you know, chance to shrug. But in most instances, I feel like it doesn't matter. And he's just a worse Crossbones. Or he's a Crossbones with healing, I guess. But Crossbones is just better. Like, I don't know. Kingpin is simple and yeah, I guess I can see that. I can see that argument, Walrus. Now, I don't know the abs... Like, honestly, Absman will probably ride the bench. It's honestly exactly like our Jessica Jones Wolverine Weapon X conversation. Like, I don't honestly think I'll use either of them a ton. But, like... I don't know. I think Absman, if I ever did need to use either of them, he would be the one I would be the most likely to need to use. Abyss. I'm not a Kingpin hater by any means. I played the heck out of my 6-star. My account's just not in a situation right now where I need a 7-star Kingpin. It's like definitely a champion I can do without. You're surprised I'm taking abs, man? Doesn't suit the way I play. I mean, I can light intercept. I just choose not to. I just use Cat Nefaria for Dark Phoenix. But I don't know if you misheard the conversation or what, but I am taking Absorbing Man, Zemo. Screw. Speaking of mods, probably watching football, and then the other one might be streaming. I don't know. Oh, did Spidey pop in? I didn't even see him when he did. Oh, yeah, he'll be riding the bench. I'm not going to rank up a champion for a single fight. That's stupid. Let alone a fight I barely encounter where I play the game. Mm-hmm. Samuel, if you trade me one of your yachts, I'll give you my alt account that has Count Nefaria. How's that? I think that's a pretty good deal, man. Pretty good freaking deal. The deals come out tomorrow, Tim. On the morrow. Done? Okay. My agent will get in touch with your agent, Samuel. You give me 2? Oh, I'm so in. I don't know where I'll put them. And a private jet? Heck yeah, man. My brand spanking new Spider-Woman, man. Good to see you. You're just giving money away. Well, he's just being so gracious. He's just showing how grateful he is, Samir. Excellent customer service. Fresh pair of kicks. Hey, whoa, the deal's already done. Don't be trying to swoop in like that. We already shook on it, man. Yo, what's up, Dragoon? How are you, man? Hope your banquet went well. Or is going to go well. If you're one of those people investing in the offers tomorrow. You'd give away Jane Foster for a corn chip? Dude, that's worth. Anytime you can get some tangible physical goods for something digital, take it. Eventually, this will all disappear. No. Depends on the chip, though. You got new 7 stars? Nice, dude. Hopefully some ones you were looking for. I'm still like kind of undetermined on how I really feel about Jane Foster. I think I'm more positive than not, though. Ooh. Oh, those are some good champs, Dragoon. Whoa, that's all the haters that said I couldn't let intercept. Yeah, how's Battlegrounds going, guys? I haven't touched that in weeks. Because those count has more aura. That's true. That's true. I mean, that Count of Fairy was pulled on a incredible day. I use Band-Aid, then use Jane Foster for anything. Oof. Ouch, that hurts. Can you imagine if the creator of that champ was in here? It is on my alt account, yeah. Well, I made that... that was clear up front. I said that. He knows. Whoa, Samir. He's not even here, and he's catching strays. What the heck, man? Oh my gosh. Someone clip that and send it to Caveman. He can get it. Oh my gosh. I love the like little feuds. It's like you guys are all like your own countries with your own alliances and stuff like that. It's really fun to watch. Man, Cole is so stupid. Who let that man into the 7-star rarity? It's terrible if you don't have a purifying skill champion. Oh, is it the same meta we had from Victory Track a few seasons ago? Is that what it is? Like I said, I won like 2 matches in Gladiator Circuit, and I checked out. Thank you, Reliver. Thanks for dropping by, man. Appreciate you. By the way, guys, if you're over on YouTube, if you could go ahead and drop a like on the stream, that would be fantastic. What? Is that real, Abyss? How would you not be aware of that? What? What? How can you be... Maybe you shouldn't be designing champions if you don't know how stupid that champion is. What? Caveman, what's up, man? I got caught stealing all the punctuation keys from a judge's keyboard. I'm expecting a long sentence. Oh, that's brilliant, dude. Where do you get these, man? By the way, I don't know if you were in here in time, Caveman, but Samir was talking some mad smack. In fact, I think it probably summoned you in some way. Oh, nice, Samuel. That's just a few more wins. You got this. I'm like 260,000 away. It feels like. I'm not gonna hit it. I'm just far too busy. Oh my gosh. Dang. Man, you guys have really resorted to the mom insults lately. But yeah, I honestly, I definitely think I agree. I mostly play Battlegrounds just because like Radiance is good. Outside of that, like, I don't know. I don't know that I find it enjoyable enough to justify doing like an entire, like multiple streams on it like some people do, right? But you guys have heard how I feel. I mean, it can be fun. It's inconsistently fun, and so it bothers me. Trying to get the Titan. Yeah, I figured I could skip out on the Titan because I would get enough Titans from Banquet, and I feel pretty fulfilled in that, I think. So I'm happy with it. Would it be nice to have? Yeah, but it's alright. Dude, I want whatever technology future Ant-Man is using. That'd be so cool. He's got those, like, construct things. I don't know what technology that is, but it's awesome. I would use that for so many irresponsible things. Oh, I absolutely agree, Redwood. I was saying it during Banquet, but I was like, the smart thing to do here would be to not open these. But it was a crystal opening. We had to, you know? More fun opening Banquet crystals than you ever have in any Battleground season combined. Honestly, probably same. Probably same. But yeah, I think saving for next not next Banquet. I mean that too, but saving for the next Titan rollover is the move, I think. Methinks. Read last? I don't see anything other than scroll up about Caveman. Maybe you just said something so horrible and evil that it didn't show up for me. I don't know. It's probably something about Caveman's mom, if we're being honest. But no, I don't see another message from you, Samir. It might have snuck through where I look at YouTube chat. You'd rather eat broken glass? Dang, we got some huge Battlegrounds enjoyers in here. I agree, though. I really don't like it. Now, that's not saying it doesn't have its moments. It does. Not when I have to play like 200 matches or whatever stupid number they set for their events, though. That I don't enjoy. Even if you spread it out, I still hate it. I very much hope that next Battleground season they don't have a stupid like event again. They probably will though, and it'll probably be a thing running forward that they always have it, but I hope not. Spidey, what's up, man? I 100%. Dude, what killed me is the amount of flame that he was getting from that post, man. I loathe entirely. Solve world hunger. Tell no one. I love that movie. Ouch. Dinner with myself. I can't miss that again. Oh, you were in here earlier? Okay. Yeah, I heard someone mention you were here earlier, and I totally missed you. You looking for another alliance after Banquet? Hopefully you can find a good one. There'll probably be a lot of movement post-Banquet for a lot of alliances. Honestly, it might be the perfect time to find one. Hate, hate, hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely. It's not a dress, it's a kilt. You sicko. You ever kissed a man who's had his tonsils removed twice? You made the right choice. Man, now you guys got me just quoting the Grinch. That movie is a classic, though. I'll be showing that to my kids for years. They don't make good, like, Christmas flicks like that anymore, man. At least not any that I've seen. Honestly, that might be the best Christmas movie of all time. You have a pretty good impersonation of the singer who did You're a Mean One? I believe you. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. 8 o'clock, jazzercise. 9 o'clock, stare longingly into the abyss and slip slowly into madness. Yeah. Dirty duty, blackmail. He's just so funny. Dude, the deleted scenes for that movie are golden too. There's one where he goes down into Whoville and he has like a small marble that he just like rolls along the floor and it causes just a bunch of like mayhem basically. If you haven't seen that scene, you gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil all the funny stuff, but at the end, he's like, innocent child's play toy or weapon of mass destruction. You be the judge. It's so good. Just a masterpiece, honestly, that movie. Her damage, by the way, is much better when she's awakened. Be Dizzle, try not to take Charles's word as gospel. Dude, Charles would never lie to me. Charles has no reason to lie to me. That's why I believe him. Dude, anyone who ranks up Jabari Panther, I can trust. That's just a good rule of thumb. Honestly, they should put that in a fortune cookie. Electrical tea or deadly poison. Iroh is one of those legendary characters, man. They're like, once in a while, there are characters in movies and TV shows that are just built different. They're cut from a different cloth. Iroh is one of those characters. Nice Jabari gameplay. Thank you. Dude, Frankencastle is so freaking fun. I might take him to rank 4, dude. I don't know that he'll be my next one, but he'll be close. But yeah, I think like I trust Charles and Spidey quite a bit. Also just because of like the fact that they've been here for so long, right? That definitely helps. Points in their favor. It is like kind of hard to like fully get a feel on how a person is, I think, with just like stream alone, but they've been in here long enough. I feel like I have a pretty good idea. Dude, I want to see rank 4 Dazzler gameplay. She's probably not that bad for Coliseum. She can get some pretty high burst damage. What did I think of the Danny Moonstar? I thought it was great. I thought that special too. I did not think it would do that much damage, actually. I knew it could hit for a lot. I didn't know it could hit that hard, though. Throw it. Yeah. But no, it was well done. I wonder if they're going to do drops next month like they did this month. Hopefully they do. Really, dude? I was blocking. You're not supposed to throw it like that. Good thing Bullseye like hard counters the only annoying thing Enchantress can do. And words are hard for me tonight, guys. Oh, that was because of the Gambit relic? Interesting. That's a good relic, actually. I didn't know quite how good it was until I made that video about it. The fact that you can get that bleed resist is pretty insanely good. It basically adds like a pseudo immunity to any champion, which is extremely good. Some champions just don't have that many immunities, you know? So it's good to be able to throw a relic on and then bam. They're basically bleed immune. I mean, not really, but resistant enough. You pulled ham? Nah, I don't believe it. Is that real, stud? Dude, I hate how it feels like I'm far enough away. But then I never actually am. Oh well. I do like Danny Moonstar. Also, I'm totally gonna die here. Yeah, rip. Everyone but me, man. That's okay. I didn't want Spider Ham anyway. My relationship with Spider Ham has ended. Now, Spider Woman is my new best friend. No, I don't even know who I'll chase after Spider Ham, man. It feels like I've been going at it for so long. Once I actually finally get that, it's like the dog catching the mailman or whatever, right? Then I don't think I'll know what to do anymore. Genuinely. Maybe like Prowler? But I'm not as high on him as I am Spider Ham. I need to get that figured out, though. I guess I could just not have a chase champion. But I gotta have something. When did I get Paviter? I got him like a week and a half ago. I miss Spider Ham. I'm very traumatized from all of the misses on Spider Ham. The sad part is, like, unless I have like a crazy surplus of materials, he probably just won't get ranked up now, just because I do have Spider Woman and she's already ranked 4. Like, that boat has that ship has sailed. Which, a bit unfortunate, but dude, and now we have Weapon X to give resources to? Potentially. So, I don't know. Dude, they need to make that rock, like, fluorescent. I can never see it. Especially on a mat, like on a stage like this, dude. The whole background is rocks. Is this new? Or have I just really never paid attention on this stage? This isn't a new stage, is it? Nah, that's always been a thing, right? Power things are more potent. They may be more potent, but I think Spider-Woman still does more overall, so she'd still be worth using more than Ham. All of your resources are going into Nimrod? Heck yeah, dude. I love me some Nimgod. I think Spider-Woman is a little bit better absent Power Stings as well. Just because she has access to the Fury. That's just my thought. Why ban Silver Sable? He's afraid of it, dude. I'm telling you, that's like the downside of ranking up champions that are a little more off meta. People get scared of them because they just are like, crap, maybe this champ's really good. Or maybe this guy is really good with this champion. And that was a big special too. That is messed up though, banning his favorite champion. That's devious, Samuel. Jessica Drew power crept every single Power Sting champ. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. He banned Sable and Spiral? That's toxic. Toxic. Gladiator over Carolina? I don't think that's a super hot take. I think that's reasonable. We got our newly awakened Hulkling on deck. I unbanned him. I decided to give him another chance on YouTube. We'll see how long it lasts. Stand your ground is the worst. Man, Hulkling's sword seems a little bit too big. I don't know if I'm just like tripping like hardcore right now, but it feels like it's way too big. Like disproportionately huge. I guess he is probably like extra strong though, so who knows? Maybe it's just the right size. There you go. Now he's banned on both things. Anyway, yeah. I like it's totally fine to rank up two champs that do the same thing. I just, dude, I can't like spare rank up resources up and down, you know? That was quick. Hey man, you give someone a chance and then you can kind of just get the feel that they don't care about it, so. Yeah, he's king of space. I guess he needs a huge sword. I don't know. Also, what's up, Lee? Ban speedrun. I was gonna reban him like right after I rebanned him on Twitch. Or not rebanned him, I guess Twitch it was the first time. But then I was like, he'll probably show up eventually, and then we'll see what happens. But no, dude, if there's one thing I've learned, like, streaming, is that you just, like, can't be hesitant to ban people. Because it can get to a point where people are just kind of like a tumor, or like a cancer on the chat. You don't want stuff like that. Because, like, yeah, we banter back and forth, and we joke and stuff, but at the end of the day, right now, like, it's all in good fun. For some people, it's not, and then that can kind of seep into other things. Man, rank 4 Superior Iron Man would be a fun rank up at 1.2. This guy still doesn't care. Yeah, Samir, yeah. It is weird though, like his character arc has been so weird. He was like an earlier viewer and he was just fine for like months. Like genuinely months. Nothing happened. And then out of the blue all of a sudden, just did a 180 and would just spout nonsense. So, you know what? It's all good. Ouchie. Yeah, my mods are usually a little preoccupied lately. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the conversation the other day. Like, someone came into my Twitch chat and was like, hey, I saw that you just banned this person. I also banned them. And then I think there was someone else that had banned him too. It's just... Come on, man. It's not like you're getting, like, enjoyment out of it. Like, in my opinion, we did nothing to, like, fuel the fire, you know? People like that, usually if you just ignore them, it's fine. It's pretty much what we do. So I don't know why do that, honestly. You're the third longest person, still no mod? Stud, dude, I could. The thing is, Stud, you tend to roll in here a little bit later now. I guess that's still fine, though. Misery loves company, true. Rip. No, I do need to get some new mods, though. I say that a lot. Any tips on 9.2? Oh, I don't even remember what... Let's see. Like, in general, or like the boss? Which is that Lotan in 9.2? Think Gallon's gonna win? It was a close one, but you ended up being correct. But no, I mean, just the same as any other story mode, like, make sure you're reading the nodes and taking in champions that will counter them. I mean, that sounds really stupid, but there's a lot of people that just take champs in and think they can just bulldoze their way through. And you can sometimes, but planning is much easier. Just go fight by fight and decide beforehand which champion you're going to use. That makes a lot of things easier in this game. Or you can do the repeatedly mash your head against the wall strat. I mean, it does work. Might use a little more revives, though. Bullet China has 9.2? Yeah, okay. So as far as like the regular paths go, I don't really have much there. The Scourge paths weren't my favorite. I can tell you that. And then any science champion works great for Lotan. Give me a sec. Ugh. All right. My waifu needed to speak at me. Then Tiger wanted to come say hi. So yeah, any science champion is great for Lotan. If you ever have any trouble on any paths in particular, though, like I said, we have the Discord and it's a great resource. Feel free to use it. We've all struggled at one point or another in this game. Ouch, Hulk, that hurts. Stop. Dude, every Danny Moonstar like fight I do, I feel like I finish with a full bar. I did like 9.3 a lot more than 9.2. I think I agree. I liked the Lotan fight more than I liked Dread Emperor Doom, though. Potentially hot take. It, like, the Dread Emperor Doom fight felt just so repetitive. Like, Lotan was kind of repetitive, but you had to change it up a lot still. Already bash your head on the wall several times. That's what you got to do. You'll find something that works eventually, though. Yeah, I did not like the Scourge nodes. They were a little bit easier to deal with in 9.3, though. So I didn't mind them as much. Aw, that didn't reach. Rip. That shock does a bunch of damage if you're in like a short fight. That's probably what you want to use in Battlegrounds, honestly. Do it, Samir. You won't. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't do it, man. You might need the money for the holidays. Tragedy might strike, who knows? Maybe you need to get a new car. Save it for some nice plumbing equipment, man. Some nice tools go a long way. Oh my, stand your ground. Stop. Why are you in arena? You shouldn't be there. Were the Scourge nodes in 9.3 were one of your favorite parts? Weren't the... One of the paths... I don't remember if it was the Scourge node or it was one of the other gimmick paths. Most of them would just be like Count Nefaria could solo the whole thing, though. I think that's why they didn't bother me as much. Some really good food? True. True. I don't know what passes for really good food in the UK, though. Like, what is, like, the... What's the spot? Like, if you're going out to eat. If it's, like, a local chain, don't tell me, because I don't want you to dox yourself. But if there's, like, any bigger restaurant chains that are, like, the go-to in the UK. Because, honestly, I don't know, man. Like, over here, I'd go to Red Robin. That's, like, a nice... more affordable restaurant that bangs. Like, it's just really good. Infinite fries. Nando's? I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Dang, 40-0 with Sinister. Sinister's really good, though. Bangers and mash. Nando's. What kind of food do they have? Not as good as everyone says. Got him. Wingstop. We have Wingstop in America. Spicy chicken. Oh, or unless you're saying like Nando's is a Wingstop kind of thing. What do I predict the Christmas gift will be? Titan Nexus. And a rank 4. Rank 4 gem. At least that's what my heart wants it to be. I would maybe lean more towards a rank 3, but let's shoot for the moon. Greg's? Greg's? Like old Greg? You guys are making me want to go to the UK. I don't really know, Charles. I definitely think it'll be juicy, though. Since they didn't give us a key for free. Man, it would be really cool if they gave us, like, a couple Jubilant crystals. That would be sick. Titan Nexus, 3 to 4 gem. Class Awakening gem or generic. Yeah, that's kind of on par with what I'm anticipating. Kind of what my thoughts are. Destroy a state. Man, that's so fast. Once you get the mine out, Maker just KOs quick. That much money can buy you a single egg for breakfast. It's not that bad, Abyss. Maybe an ostrich egg. Because those are massive. And I don't even know where you'd buy one. Nah, I mean, I guess it depends where you live. I mean, where I live, 53 smackaroos. That's like a humongo eating out dinner. Unless you're going to like an incredibly nice like sushi place. Which, man, I wish that sushi was cheaper. Because that is probably like one of the best foods of all time. A Nexus Jubilant would be gas, dude. There's no way that exists, though. Would there 200? Nick, how do you know that? Did you just look that up? There's no way you just knew that off of the top of your head. If so, that's incredibly impressive. I wouldn't put it past you, though. You're a pretty smart dude. Kenny, yeah, no. If you get sushi, you definitely have to go to a place where, like, they know what they're doing. You can't just go to, like a regular, like, Chinese buffet and get the sushi there. That's not good. You have to get it, like, made by a pro. You can't go... You certainly can't go to a gas station or a grocery store and expect good sushi. Bad sushi is terrible. Yeah, I agree. No, I'm fully on board with that. But once you do, like, if you do have, like, the good sushi, though, oh my gosh, life-changing stuff. I went to a sushi place once, and they, like, it was kind of cool. They had it, like, wrapped in tinfoil, but, like, they lit it on fire, and it was, like, it was just kind of a cool spectacle thing. Sushi's this guy. No, that's just not true, Abyss. Just not true. If you don't like sushi, maybe you need to try the sushi that has like fried things, like the cooked sushi. I can see, like, there's a lot of people that just can't really get around the ick of like having raw fish, but there's also sushi where they cook stuff. Try those. Try those. I think the Odins will probably just be keys, Charles. They're already giving us a bunch with like the 50% bonus units. It's hard to see them including much more than a key. At least that's how I see it. You prefer your food cooked? Well, then get the fried sushi. You'd never choose to eat sushi? Oh, dude, that's like my wife and I's date night, basically. If we ever need to celebrate like a big occasion. Well, what was that? It was like an earthquake over here. What the heck? Huh. My screen like shook a bunch. I can't get it to happen again, but that was weird. Mangog is just... Oh, yeah, there. It's kind of with his heavy attack. That's weird. Mangog is too powerful, though. Nowhere... Man. That's a bummer, Samir. Maybe you should, maybe you gotta move. No, I'm just kidding. Breaded chicken and sushi. I'm surprised your school does sushi at all. That's not usually a school meal. At least not where I'm from. We just doing like... We just would do like a baked potato, pizza once in a while. like fried chicken, chicken sandwich, chili, which was always really suspect looking. Yeah, my school lunches are not good. I would never anticipate having sushi. Man, I hate trying to use isophene. It's just like destroys frame rate, man. Shawarma? I've never had shawarma. The only thing I know about shawarma is that end credit scene for Avengers. Although just based on that alone, I've always wanted to try it. No, what a bad time to go untouchable. I have never had shawarma. Dude, listen, I don't even know where I could go to get shawarma. Even if I wanted to. Oh, it's college food? I mean, my college didn't have... Even still, my college didn't have sushi. We could get, like... There was, like, a buffet place where you could get a bunch of different stuff. Never sushi, though. Stop talking about food. I'm sorry. If this is making you guys hungry, my apologies. It's probably my fault. I started it with the hamburger hoodie. That got you guys all thinking about food. And here we are. I'll definitely add it to the list, Samir. Tell your butler to cook you wagyu. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Samuel, you can just have any food you want. Heck, dude, you could have your butler feed it to you if you want to. Can I handle spice? Not really. No, I'm kind of like... I was not born with that ability. Unfortunately, Samuel. Like, a little bit, but it's... I don't really like spicy things too much. So if shawarma's spicy, I'm out. Mark Cuban Shark Tank style. Shawarma will change your life. Buffalo or bacon buffalo mac and cheese. That sounds awesome. It sounds like a bathroom trip waiting to happen, but it sounds awesome. Spice makes nearly everything better. I think adding spice is, but if it's like spicy, like to make it hot, nah, man, that's not for me. Never has been. I love how goofy Zola is when he's running into battle, man. Keeping his arms at a right angle. Oh no, he's gonna do his fusion. Ah, right there. You eat jalapenos like they're popcorn? Dude, I could never. I could never. Furthest I'll go is like a bell pepper, dude. Honestly. Hot take, you like to drink pickle juice? Charles, that's why you're in the right channel, man. You're in the right channel. Pickle juice. Honestly, it's really good for you, by the way, if you're like working out. A lot of athletes will drink pickle juice so that they don't cramp. It has a lot of good like electrolytes in it and stuff. I forget what the exact name of what it helps, but it is really good. Carolina Reaper. Dang. Yeah, I've tried something with a ghost pepper in it. And honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but I think that might have just been maybe I didn't get too much of it. I don't know. Man, I'm so glad I have this Night Thrasher, chat. Look at that. And I got to shrug the Clintar buff. Insane. Here's another thing, too. So, like, I get kind of bad acid reflux. And so, if I have too much, like, spicy stuff, or things that are, like, even remotely spicy, it just can give me really bad heartburn. So I usually just try to avoid it anyway. So that doesn't help. Like if I, for example, like if I have a pizza and there's too much red sauce on it, and that's like not spicy, right? We all know this, but it has some spicy things in it. It just cooks me, man. Or just too much hot sauce on like a taco. I know I'll feel it later. So I just kind of avoid it. I just kind of avoid it. I do know some crazy people though. They'll have the like really, really tiny bottles of hot sauce. Like this big. The ones that are just crazy hot. That you're supposed to like just put on a toothpick. And put in sauce. Because it's so like... it's just so potent, I guess. And they'll just chow on that stuff like breakfast. Or just like in everything. Wolf! What's up, man? Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, guys. Football players drink pickle juice? Yeah, I would not be surprised. It is really good if you're an athlete. Hope your banquet went well, Wolf. Frank's Red Hot? Yeah, I could never, dude. I could never. My newly awakened destroyer. Honestly, making destroyer immune to slow is psychotic. I can't believe they did that. It makes him so problematic. Yo, welcome in, Joel. How are you, man? All right, we got him. Would I participate in the spicy chip challenge like Shaq did? I think that could be a fun donation goal at some point. It would be pretty freaking high, though. Like, I don't think I would just up and do it just for fun. That's something you'd have to pay me to do. I'm sorry. That or like the world's hottest gummy bear, anything like that. There, like, there needs to be some sort of reward for it, man. I am not willing to just punish myself for no reason like that. Some people are freaking just crazy and they'll just like do it for fun. No way. No way. Like, that kind of thing would probably like ruin the rest of my day too, honestly. And then maybe the morning after that. Aw, that's a really short reaching heavy. Ouch. The thing with that, though, Charles, like, even if you do like spicy stuff, it can still kick your butt. Unless you're Wolf, apparently. Then I guess you're just built different. I am not, dude. That thing would crush my soul. Like I would die. I like legitimately might need paramedics on standby. I just don't think I could do that. It would wreck me. Oh, I can't do it. It all depends on like your upbringing though. Oh, this is a bad matchup. Whoops. It's it helps a lot, I think, if your mother while they were pregnant with you ate a lot of spicy things, and then also like if you're just a kid and you eat a lot of spicy things, because I think it's kind of a learned tolerance kind of deal. Like I do think even though I'm really sensitive to it now, if I really tried to, I could swing it the other way and like build up that immunity. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to put myself through that. If I did do it as a donation challenge, how much? I don't know. I would have to think about that. It would be pretty hefty. It would not be like 20 bucks or something. I'm like, I can't express to you how much I wouldn't want to do something like that. Since you were 8? Yeah, so you got to start young. Or have like a freak genetic thing going on where you just can't taste food. Which I've never met, but who knows? First time for everything. I have met people that have no sense of smell, though. They're absolutely made for waste management jobs, that's for sure. And I really don't know how to play Mystic Spidey, and it shows. It's alright, we got the job done. Yeah, Joel, me too, man. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. You ate the pepper that won the spiciest pepper for Iowa State Fair? Been eating spicy foods on a horrible level your whole life? Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you've kept that tolerance thing going, though. But Joel, dude, like, what has helped me the most with my acid reflux is apple cider vinegar, actually. Basically got it to go away entirely. You just have to make sure to, and I'm no doctor, okay, so do whatever you want, but I usually will dilute apple cider vinegar with water, which you have to do or you'll burn your throat. But that usually helps my reflux a ton. What's up, Edit? How are you, man? Born without heat receptors in your mouth. That sounds like kind of OP, dude. Pure capsaicin oil? That stuff's no joke. But yeah, you could look into it if you're interested at all, Joel. I know everyone's different. That's why I don't make it a habit of giving out medical advice or anything, but that is something that's helped me. But that's crazy, dude. To just keep capsaicin around. Long day at work? Me too. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a struggle working my way up into the stream today. Today hit harder than most Mondays, I feel like. I think it's just because, like, I'm looking forward to the holidays so much. Like spicy food. Also, you have acid reflux. You just sleep more like sitting. It does not affect me. Dude, I can't sleep on my, like, left side or my reflux can get kind of bad. Or is it right side? I don't know. Anyway. Acid reflux sucks. I think if I was more diligent with my apple cider vinegar stuff, though, it would... Because I was for a time, and it was just, like, completely gone, and I could eat anything I wanted. Now I just watch what I eat more, and then if I do know I'm gonna get heartburn from something, I'll have the apple cider vinegar. But that's just me. It is like a thing, though. I've seen a lot of people post about finding success with that, but everyone's different, you know? Because your stomach is higher than your head if you're on your right side somehow. It's just human body stuff. It never ceases to amaze me how crazy, like, the human body is, man. I always say it, but, like, I would have loved to have been, like, a neuroscientist or something. Like, the human body has always really interested me. It just requires, like, so much education and so much schooling to get into, and I was never willing to put in the work for that. But I do think it's cool. Like, what blows my mind is we have satellites in the sky. We've been to the moon, depending on if you believe that or not. We have smartphones in our hands that can give us tons of information, yet there's still so many mysteries around the human body. And so many things we're discovering and have no idea about. That just boggles my mind. Like, that's us. We are humans. You would think we would have all the experience in the book, but no. Like, there's still so much we don't know. It's just really cool to me. That makes sense, Caveman. Technically speaking, I've seen a lot of things that, like, once you're older, you're pretty much everybody's lactose intolerant because your body does start making less of the lactase enzyme. It's just some people are a lot more reactionary than others. Like, it's like, I'm not, like, chronically lactose intolerant or anything, but it is occasionally, like, rolling the dice. Like, it can go very good or nothing at all. I think part of it, too, is, like, continuing to have lactose. And, like, working out that lactase muscle a little bit, you know? But yeah, I have heard that. I mean, we're not... there's a lot of people that will say we're not even meant to drink cow's milk, so... I've never had a problem with gluten, at least that I know of. You don't think we've been to the moon, Wolverine? I don't really know. I go back and forth, man. I can definitely see both aspects to it. Hey, have a good night, Charles. Thanks for dropping by, man. But if you are lactose intolerant, you can take pills like that are just lactase enzyme pills. That helps a lot. I used to do that for a while. I just kind of gave up, and now I just roll the dice. As messed up as it sounds. It is kind of fun edits. Play some champions that are a little bit more deep in your roster. Probably the only time I'll ever play King. Okay, sounds good, Wolverine. I would have a easier time believing the moon landing was real if we didn't have such a big reason to fake it, you know? I know that's not the best rationale, but like, if you really think about it, dude, it was a really good time to have like gone to the moon, you know? Usually take a pill before you eat certain things. Yeah, Joel, if I want to go crazy on ice cream, that's pretty much the only thing. Like, cheese doesn't bother me. But as far as like the gluten thing, dude, I I had family members go to Ireland recently. And this may not apply to everybody, but they went with somebody who was like gluten intolerant or whatever, but they could eat the bread over there just fine. So I wonder if it's just things that over in the States and or whatever, just like food additives that they don't really have over there because everything is a lot more natural. But yeah, they were apparently able to eat bread just fine, which I think is interesting. That's not the only case I've heard of that too. Like somebody going overseas and then being able to just eat everything completely fine. I don't know, man. It's all just a big game. There's so many. If you look at an ingredients label, there's so much stuff. I'm like, why? Why? The fact that I will willingly drink Mountain Dew, which is just green water or like green colored, or cola, which is just a dark liquid, and I willingly do it. It baffles me, man. Because like, if just think about it, dude. It's like this liquid is like almost black. That intuitively, that doesn't feel like it would be a good, healthy thing to drink, but I do it anyway. You know? All of a sudden becoming allergic to shellfish? Ooh, that sucks, man. I hope I don't get any surprise allergies later in life, man. Especially a food allergy. If it was like latex or something like that, I could maybe deal with it. I love food too much. That would kill me. But yeah, there are a lot of chemicals in every food we eat, Nick. America has some sort of intolerance. There are definitely a lot of things in American food that shouldn't be. Yeah. What's annoying is, like, if you want to steer clear of that stuff too, not only do you really have to go out of your way, and it's difficult, it's also just more expensive generally. Yeah, I think I mean, I'm no scientist or anything too, but there's a lot of argument to be made for like pasteurization, and that may be like causing problems with milk. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Randomly broke out in hives after eating pizza for lunch one day. That's kind of concerning, Nick. Oof, Joel, that does not sound fun, man. That does not sound fun. Maybe eating the shrimp was fun, though. I don't know. As I get older, and this is gonna make me sound like a 80-year-old, but I have started to take my health a little bit more seriously. That being said, I'm still eating like things I probably shouldn't, but not stuff I'd eat in like high school. Dedicated to shrimp, my man. But yeah, if you look at ingredients lists for things in the UK versus the US, it's actually a joke. And like, there is a big push, I think, right now in America to get foods like that. It's just American legislature and stuff like that it takes so long to change that I don't see any of our food changing to be like supremely healthy anytime relatively soon. There's some cogs turning, you know, but I don't think anywhere near enough to really get people eating healthy. Yeah, that's really odd, Nick. I'm glad you're okay though, man. I think 2020 woke a lot of people up to wanting to be healthier. At least I like to think that is why. So people started taking their health a little more seriously. Machinery and processes all have to be changed. I agree. The struggle is like, how do you feed millions of people? Like, to a certain degree, you have to put some preservatives in things. You have to put certain ingredients in things to just keep them fresh, which are maybe net negative, but like, if it's the only way to keep the food fresh enough to get it from point A to point B, I mean, you can search for a different solution, but there has to be something. And then there has to be ways to manufacture food on a large scale. It's a very tricky, I think a little more complex situation. If you can get food from like a local farmer's market or something though, go for it, you know? I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, and it's without getting too crazy into it, I definitely lean towards the like idea that there's too much money in disease and sickness, and so there's not as much effort in being healthy as there should be. I definitely agree with that. It's just kind of like there's more money to be made in treating than curing, right? And I don't think that's just an American problem. I think it's a little bit more pervasive in America, but I think that persists around the globe. Americans do overeat a lot. Like, part of it is just abundance as well. Like I said, I think it's like it's a very complex issue. It's very like multifaceted. There's a lot of different hats in the ring and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely, Joel. Right, edit. Well, okay, like what's crazy to me, and this is legit, okay? If you don't believe me, you can look this up. Back in the day when light bulbs began to be a thing, all the big light bulb manufacturers came together and they said, we cannot make our light bulbs last longer than this amount of time. Otherwise, people won't buy more, right? And you guys have definitely heard the light bulb conspiracy before, I'm sure. But this group of, this like cabal of light bulb companies legitimately existed. There is proof of it. That like, if their light bulbs lasted too long, they would have to pay a fee to the other light bulb manufacturers. Like, the fact that that existed at some point, it doesn't exist anymore, but the fact that that existed at some point just goes to show how committed companies are to making money. They will deliberately make their product crappy and not last and function as well as it could just so they can make more money, and they'll go to the point of making their competitors do the same thing or agreeing to do the same thing with competitors. I think it's too naive to think that's not being done in the medical industry, the automotive industry, any other industry you can think of where you're having a product that holds longevity would negatively impact the manufacturer, right? Like, I used to deliver appliances to people's houses, okay? Like your fridge, washer, dryer, stuff like that. Very frequently, I would deliver to somebody's house and they would have a freezer in their basement that was going for like 40 years strong. But then the next stop, I would be replacing a freezer that they'd had 10 years, if that. Like, things just do not last. And they're not built to last anymore. And that's definitely intentional. I think part of that is just the amount of people in America, and you have to make things quicker and you have to use cheaper materials. And so, yeah, that will lead to some degradation. But it's also just money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's also just money. I don't think you can account for that much of a change just based on like manufacturing changes like that. I think it definitely reaches a point where it's just them trying to make more money. Yeah, it is real edits. Yeah, it's comical. I forget what the exact name of the group was with like the light bulb thing, but it is a thing. Because that's the conspiracy, right? I mean, I've very frequently heard like, if we wanted to, yeah, we could make light bulbs that last way longer. Light bulb manufacturers just don't do it because it would cost them money. Yeah, see, Joel, like, that's what's crazy. But you buy a new fridge, man, you're getting 10 years if you're lucky, 15 if you're crazy lucky. Yeah, the light bulb mafia. Yeah, dude, it's a legit thing. It's crazy. So yeah, that definitely like should put things in perspective, right? If they were willing to do things like that back then, they're definitely willing to do it now. Money is even more important, I feel like, than it ever has been, probably. But yeah, man, and what's crazy too is if you look at like old appliances, they're so simple. They're so simple. Like, yeah, and then you go to new machines, there's tons of bells and whistles that just break all the time. Heck, it's hard to get an ice maker sometimes that can last more than 2 years without any sort of hiccup. It's just crazy. Don't throw it. No, you suck, Carolina Dean. Am I cooking, dude? What am I not cooking? Everything is plastic with crap. Yeah. Yep. No, it is. It is. Even, dude, even like furniture, that's all super cheap. It's all just bad. I think part of that too is like a natural consequence of shipping like production overseas too. You know? Because it is like they did that just to be cheaper with it. And that's just a natural consequence. Hey, Authentic Square, give me the Crystal Crusher. Very nice, thank you. I think I got that title actually. I wish the Banquet crystals were cheaper. Okie dokie. Wow, you get battle chips quick. I wonder if we can get insanely lucky on units. Probably not. Oh, Kabam, give me a little slider bar, please, so I can just slide all the way down. It's a nightmare. Come on. We're close. Duh, we're not gonna make it. No, we're 8 units away. All right, we can go get a milestone in the 4-star arena, and we'll get another Banquet crystal. Once Banquet is over, we are back to unit saving mode, man. It's weird not having like borderline infinite funds. That's what I felt like we were at. Ah. 2 hours of arena only to get like 100 units. Hey, dude, every little bit Every little bit. Open the uncollected ones? No, dude. Only the highest one. It's the only one that's worth. It's okay. The 4-star arena is quick. Are you talking about the New Year's arena, Jack? If so, that'll probably be in like a week and a half. I wonder if they'll buff Dracula. Since they don't do the rebalance program anymore, I wonder if they'll buff him. Or just let him be where he's at. I think he's in the, like, maybe slightly below average right now. That would be cool if they did, though. I would benefit. Starts right when Banquet ends? That makes sense. So in like 10 days. Week and a half. Ugh. No matter when it does start, we'll probably finish it in a single day. Ouch. Alright. That should give us enough units. I hope so. No, it will. I think it's like 13 units for the first milestone. Yeah. we're gonna have 3 units, chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The things I do. Oh wait, what? How do we have 5? Did I not? I must not have watched it count the units all the way up. Alright, we have 5 units. That's crazy, dude. Alright, big jubilant pull right here. Big jubilant pull, believe. Yeah, all my 2-stars are maxed. I don't mind the 2-star arenas. Nice, caveman. Get those freaking 6 stones, man. Prediction? I think probably a rank 4 gem of some kind today. And then maybe a Titan. Titan Nexus, something like that. Just some 6 stones. Rip. Rip me. It's not too bad, though. Not too shabby. Could do a lot worse. Hey, look, guys. It's my 7-star Weapon X. For those of you that weren't here earlier in the stream. Just in case you missed it. Anyway, I need to sig some people up, so that's what we gonna do. Sentinel is max signal. Bastion is close. Spider Woman is not close. Give her a few sigs. She's good on prestige. Weapon X? Yeah, dude. It was freaking hype. The weapon flex pull was huge. We had like 4 Banquet crystals. We got a Jubilant from one of them. And then it had the selector in it for the trophy champ. Which was like incredibly hype, man. Crossbones max sig. Kindred. Whoa, Kindred's not max sig yet? Hold up. That's unacceptable. There we go. As if he wasn't a menace enough already. Hey, thank you, Edit. It was hard, dude. I could not decide between Weapon X and Jessica Jones. Rank him? I'll think about it some more. I need to take him out for a spin, see if I enjoy him or not. But like, no, I just decided Weapon X is just cooler. I do like Jessica Jones, though. So I do still want her, but I can do without it. Okay. Let's sig up Onslaught. It's kind of boring. Give him a few sigs, though. We'll take him up to sig 40. Why not? And then... could max sig Gentle. Then he would take no recoil damage if he's unstoppable. Which is actually really good, but... I might save the rest of my sigs in case I awaken Fantman. Then I can sig him up. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I shall do that. Yeah, I've wanted Weapon X for a long time to edit. I do like Jessica Jones, but I don't think I like her as much as Weapon X. Even though he's like older now, you know, he's still kind of like premium enough that not a lot of people have him still. I just think he's kind of neat is all. I do think like there's too many good tech champions though, but that's okay. I don't really care that much. He's such an aura farmer, dude. Quick Realm of Legends run? I could take him into Raw, I guess. I have no idea how you're supposed to play him. After this, though, I think I'll probably end stream for the night. I'm, like, really tired. And I have to get up early in the morning. Alright. Gotta give this man a relic. He's probably better with Wolvie. I would think. And then we'll take him... We'll give him a synergies. Why not? See him at peak performance. Sig Yondu? Yondu doesn't need super high Sig, though. To be fair. You want to get his Berserk mode? You forgot how? We'll figure it out. I think he just gets it by, like, natural things. Probably, I wonder if it's when he crits or something. I don't know. We'll read his kit after this. We'll just take him in normally, though. Special 1 goes into Berserk mode. It looks like. You probably want to build the charges much higher. Maybe like right before Special 3 and then you launch Special 2. That's my guess. Heavy's refresh bleeds. We'll test that. It's a little unfortunate he just has the normal Wolverine special 3. They should give him a different one. Oh, they do refresh. I wonder if that's indefinite, or can you only refresh them like once? Aw, you suck, Winter Soldier. Heavy into special? Okay. Okay, I see. And they gave him a lot more berserk charges. Looks like special 1 gives him charges though. I think all of it is just like getting into the berserk mode and being there as long as he can. And if he has his Sig ability, even better, right? He gains rage each time he's struck. One of his abilities fails to trigger, or a debuff is purified. So you don't want to refresh them super early because you want to build up rage. At 25 charges, he enters in automatically. You gain attack, gain regen, 100% of hit damage. That's cool. You could just let them hit into you when you go berserk. Stun immune, unblockable. If your attack missed or is evaded, you gain rage charges. And you'll go unstoppable. That's kind of nice. If below 10 rage charges, double current rage charges if you heavy. That's great. Okay, so you want to get to like 9 and then heavy, and then that will shoot you up a lot faster. Yeah, that would be cool, edit. A Groot buff would be awesome. It's too bad Rocket and Groot are in the game as separate champions. I think it would be really fun to just have Rocket riding on top of Groot, and they could be like a dual champion kind of deal. Or they'd look that way. They'd just function one at the same, right? Okay, interesting. So yeah, you just... all of it is building this guy's rage. It does not seem super crazy. Maybe there's a lot more complex ways to play him, though. What's cool about this synergy is, like... you start with 5 rage. Help build him a little quicker. Why am I like stuck at 10? I thought I could go all the way up to 25. Whatever. Hey, thanks for dropping by, Samuel. Appreciate you, man. Dude, you can just kind of lay into him, man. I definitely still don't think I'm playing him correctly, but I see the vision. Hey, have a good one, Samir. Whiff your special one. I did remember seeing that. How many hours left for the free Christmas reward? What do you mean, Serpent? Do you mean like the login calendar? If you're talking about like, so usually Kabam every year will give us a like present for Christmas. They haven't done that yet. If you're talking about the login calendar, I don't know when it goes away. Like the weekly one. I do think they need to do Groot some justice. He won the AFK arena thing, man. When the Christmas gift should be sent will be the same time at the live stream. Assuming Kabam, like, can execute, you know? Dude, my prestige, by the way, has gone up so much just from Banquet. I'm still, like, a ways away from 30k, but I'm glad I waited to do EQ. That's definitely going to make a big difference. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for today, man. I'm very tired. Usually we stream a full 3 hours, but that's all right. We will be live again tomorrow, so make sure to drop by, guys. You've gone up 800 prestige. That is really good gain, edit. Caveman, that's crazy. Those 6 stones will help a ton, though. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for dropping by. Appreciate it very much. I hope you guys that are spending on those unit bundles tomorrow get crazy luck. If you do, be sure to share them in the Discord, which is, by the way, linked down below. If you enjoy the stream, drop by tomorrow, all right? Other than that, guys, go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.